And my brother, he also had this WS6 Trans Am with headers, exhaust, 410 gears, intake, had everything done to it, and he kept trying to get me to race against my stock 04 Cobra. My 04 Terminator Cobra had a catback only, and he wanted to race against it. And you know, the Trans Am was a very fast car. It really was. With those mods, it responded very well. And he kept trying to get me to race him. You know, and this is the whole thing where the LS people want to start fighting. The Terminator is the car that came out, and it terminated the discussion. John Coletti, who was the SVT chief engineer, talked about the Terminator, and he showed how Ford had built this car to terminate the discussion, how it was the end-all car, that the Ford customers had wanted it for a long time. It was tested with a 12-second quarter mile. They said it was way past the Camaro. It was Corvette territory. You know, it beat the base model Corvette, and so that right there is the end-all if you want to get into that argument. Again, the Bullet with only headers and gears against an Ls1.
Yeah, spun pretty good.
Call it a driver's race if you want, but like I said, the whole argument here was the Mustangs don't keep up with the Ls1s.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go!
See here, we're having fun together.
Much better.
Yeah. One more?
Yeah. We can do a small roll, whatever. We can do this. Okay, Danny.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! I kind of jumped, sorry.
That's okay, I did too.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go! We're just going sideways.
Your tires aren't hooking very good, you're just smoking them up.
Okay.
So we'll just do a 5-roll.
You see, that's honest racing right there, having fun, trying to get the best for each other. I kept getting them off the line each time, and I could have called those wins every time, but I was trying to get a good, solid race between the two of us. You can see here I'm spinning back and forth and losing traction. The Bullet would have kept up even better if it weren't for that. The Bullet kept up very well. It was well underpowered against this Ls1. And here's another example that yes, the Mustangs do compete, and a lot of times they can win. I want to make the point too that on every one of these races against the LS cars, every one of them except for the GTO at the drag strip in the earlier video, that was just a random lineup, I was asked to race by all these guys. I didn't set up any of these races. On top of that, I had a Mach 1 that was a lot faster, and they never wanted to bring out the Mach 1. They always wanted to race the Bullet, because it was a 2-valve and well underpowered. Speaking of the older SN95 Mustangs, Motor Week did a test against the 98 Cobra against the 98 Z28 SS LS1 car, and in their comparison, the Cobra beat it through the quarter mile, although the Camaro did run a faster trap speed. Now, was that fair? I don't think so. The Camaro burned the tires, it trapped higher, it was a faster car in this instant. Now, the magazines, they said the Mustang won. Okay, whatever. But real-world experience, the LS1 and the 4.6 is a good competition, even though the 4.6 is the underdog. So like I said, I love these cars. You know, some people say they look like a catfish or a wedge. You know, some people talk trash about these cars and say that they're ugly or whatever. Now, just because the LS1 was a little bit more powerful in some instances, does that mean it was the better car? No. The Mustang, in my opinion, is the better looking car. The Mustang outsold the Firebird and the Camaro combined 2-1, and that's why it was out of production. The Mustang was a better car in a lot of different ways. Really, it comes down to preference. But here I am trying to be positive about the LS cars and say good things about them. You know, I take pictures when I see them around town. I've got friends like this one, rear mount turbo, awesome WS6, really fast car. You know, this is my friend's brother-in-law's car, and you know, I like these cars. But if you're gonna start talking trash, then I'll defend the Mustang. And in this video, I have shown you several examples of how the Mustang beat the LS1. Yes, I've won a lot of races, and yes, I've lost a lot of races. And I think it takes a person like me, who's been on both sides, to realize that this is something that there's no direct answer to, and that we should respect each other's cars and enjoy racing. It's real funny to read in the comments some of the things that people are saying. You know, horsepower per cubic inch has always been how you test an engine against another engine. And some of these guys are making comments like, you should test how much horsepower per camshaft it is to try to put the LS at an advantage. Like, really guys, come on. Like, some of the comments you guys are making are just totally whack. Somebody said that you can't count the 04 Cobras or the Mach 1s because they were made in 2004 and the last Camaro was made in 2002, this generation. That's also a bunch of BS. These cars have been around for 15 years or more, you know, after their production. And in the last 15 years, that's when most people have owned them and raced them. When these cars were new, a lot of older people bought them and didn't race them because they were new and more expensive. But the real battle on the streets has been in the last 15 years. Here's a F-Body LT1 car, full bolt-ons, exhaust, everything against the bolt-on Mach 1.
Looks like Justin got him. Justin's got him again.